Good morning, my friends. Welcome to our first of two live Ask Max sessions for the day. Bill, you don't have to wait until January the 7th. I'll check my calendar and we'll get you in sooner. Let me. All right, let's see. Let me look.
I'll look at mine too.
Well, Christmas is next week, so
Yeah. So, and I'm
let's see. The 24th is Christmas Eve, Christmas Day.
yeah, don't look too good, does it? You want me to call your assistant to see this
Yeah,
trend?
yeah, you can do that, but let me.
Yeah, I don't have that many days available either. I mean, I got some mornings, but
Okay, so if you go into my training area, you should have access to boot camps.
yes.
And when you get in here, go over to all categories, hit the drop down, and then go to boot camps, and then search. And you'll see the December boot camp. So you take your arrow and, well, actually just open it up. All right, you're going to have the recorded sessions of the November boot camp, but you're also going to have, if you scroll down to the bottom, the profile guide, which you can open up. And you also have the scripts book. But in let me come over here and look at
OEH. There you go. Right there. Yeah.
So so this is good enough for you to uh, start reaching out and connecting with people. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I've connected with quite a few. I'm like 50 or 60 in the last week.
Okay. All right. So let's do this. Let me, I'm gonna log out of my account. And what is the email address that you use?
Bill 4996. There it is.
Okay. Okay. So first, let's take a look at your network right now. You have
Yeah,
you got 712 connections.
it was 640 like a week and a half ago, something like that.
Okay, well, good. And so these people here, your first level, 689. So you've added 40. These 689 connect you to 1,340,000, who connect you to 1,110,000,000, which is more than they say I'm connected to.
That don't make sense.
Well, this is a marketing thing to get you excited. So let's go back to your connections. All right. So these are the people you connected with her 14 hours ago. So what you're going to do every day, you check your new connections. Let's hit message. So it's kind of interesting because she's calling you Harlan.
Yeah. Sometimes they do, sometimes sometimes they call me Bill.
Where do they get Harlan from?
Well, that's what's on my
Oh, that's okay. Okay. Let's go back. Let's change that. We had to do that to get you.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do,
We had that issue.
get you verified.
Yes.
So now what we're going to do, we're going to come
Very,
back to
very confusing.
settings and privacy, name, location, and industry. You have to do that. It's got to match your driver's license.
Exactly.
So now we're going to put Bill back. Get rid of this. Save it.
There we go.
All right. So now you can. All right. So now you're Bill.
All right.
All right. So now we'll come back to your network and we'll go to your connections. So where in Texas are you from? What we're going to do is we're going to send everybody that you connect with, you're going to send
That
the,
first message, right?
no, because you're already connected to her. Okay, so you don't send the first message is what you use
Oh,
to make the connection.
yeah. I mean, second message is what I'm
Right, so
saying.
now we're going to send the second message. Pleasure to connect with you here on LinkedIn. Over the years, I found LinkedIn to be an incredible platform for building meaningful relationships. Many of the connections I made here have turned into valuable friendships and productive business opportunities. So, how long have you been on LinkedIn, and how has it been working for you? Would be the questions that we would normally want to ask. So let's kind of save that and to answer her questions.
Which is Kerrville.
We're in Texas.
It's called Kerrville, Kerrville, Texas.
Now, she said Harlan. So we're going to say Harlan.
I go by Bill. Mm. That's good.
After now, under normal circumstances, now we want to ask a question. So, how long have you been on LinkedIn? How is it working for you? But in most cases, I want to do this in a hurry. So this person here, he's a new connection.
Yep.
So most people, we're just going to pop this in there. Now, most people that you send a connection request will not answer you or ask you a question. So like here, all we're going to do, even though they don't answer you, you're going to send the second message. All right. So we'll go down here and you can go down.
So-
Now here. So you sent the second message. So now this is where you would start a conversation. But for now, first thing we're going to do, let's come down here.
But you
Okay.
also you send that one. The third message is the gift,
Right.
right?
Yeah. Well, right. So the third message is where you start the conversation. Okay. So you do the icebreaker over here. Now let's go over to the message area. And let me look. Okay, let me. Okay, so Melanie, let me unmute Melanie. Melanie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, did you see what I did with Bill?
Yes.
Okay, so you go into the training area. And you'll find everything you need.
Okay.
Okay, for the profile guide, you go down to the bottom. The scripts book is down at the bottom. Calendar is down at the bottom. And you can walk if you want to get ahead. Like we last Thursday was create. Last night was connect. You can watch these. Each boot camp is different. So you got plenty to get started. And then when you have any questions, just jump on here.
Yeah, I attended both Create and Connect those nights. So I was on last night.
Okay, let's take a minute.
Yeah, and I worked on my profile, but I didn't do it according to your instructions. I just updated it so it's all current.
Okay, so all right. When I'm done with Bill, I'll jump in and work with you a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Let me
I've never even actually used LinkedIn. I've just had a profile page, but I never used it to connect.
okay. All right, let me finish up with Bob, then I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Okay. So Bob, whoops.
Bill.
I'm sorry, Bill. You know, it's a long day. All right, so I'm in your account. Okay, so let's go back now to your messages. All right. So now
Okay.
these are all the people that you're connected to. And hold on a second. All right. So now these are the second messages. Now here's the thing. Most of the people that you're going to connect with, you haven't really looked at their profile. Now is the time when we're going to start conversations,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so what we're going to do is let's come down a ways because you've been doing this for a while now. So the first ones you want to look at are the obvious ones, the ones that have the open to work frame. All right. So how's it working for you? And then she came back and said, I've been on for a while. It's not very, but not very active. Okay. But it's not a strength. Now, what you have to decide here, based on her profile, is this somebody that you want to talk to? So she loves to learn new things, trainable, extremely adaptable to whatever opportunity I'm given. Okay, so what's her background? The first question you always want to know is what do they do? So she's an interior decorator. Okay. Okay, now she calls herself a certified health and wellness coach.
She used to be. So
Okay.
she's familiar with network marketing.
Okay. And she's entrepreneurial. So what is Octavia? Do you know what that is?
Optavia, that's a weight loss program.
Okay, network marketing.
Yes.
Okay. So she's clearly a prospect.
Yep.
All right. So now what we want to do, the way you talk to people, your conversations, and this is what I'm going to teach you, is how to ask questions. And your question, I've been on it for a while, but not very active, no luck. Need to probably simplify my resume, but it's not a strength. Okay. But she's communicating with you on here.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to give her some profile advice. All right. So what we're going to do first.
So quick question. So now this third time you don't send that GIF?
No, you do.
Oh, you still do?
You do. All right. So let's bring the message up here. So first, we're going to send the GIF, the moving image. So first, we're going to send that. You make sure you send it. Then we come back.
Write the message.
And then the basic message. I just sent this to a good friend. Hope you enjoy them. At the end of this, we want to ask a question. So if we go back and look at her profile, the question, anybody that has an open to work frame around their picture, it's easy. Why do you have the open to work frame around your photo? Send it. Always send this first. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to star her because she is a good prospect. All right. So now we go back to your messages. Here's another one. Oh, he said, you're welcome. You bring up his profile. Combat vet. All right, you come down here. Let's take a look for a second. All right. Question is always going to be the same. If they've got the open to work frame around their picture. Okay, first,
Did I send him a gift? Go up and look on the messages.
always send.
But I say go up and look and say I might have sent him one. I'm not.
Okay,
Yeah, there it is.
okay. So what do you do? The question would really be, why do you have the open to work frame? Okay, so he wished you a happy birthday.
And yeah, and he did not answer that one. So
That's all right. Listen, people only answer questions that they want to answer.
uh-huh.
So what we're going to do is first, we're going to send him another gift.
Okay.
Um, uh, I had it up here. Focus.
There it is.
Focus on where you want to go, not where you are. Then anybody in the military. Now up here, you send the image. So what do you do? That's not the question. He's got the open to work frame. So the question is, why?
Why do you have the open to work frame?
Yep. All right, so that's going to give you enough. Focus on the people that have the open to work frame. All right.
Okay.
And we'll check the schedule to see when we can get you in sooner. All right.
All right. Thank you.
So that's going to be enough. So now let's go over and look at Melody. And what I'm going to do, let me log out of your account. Let me go back into mine. Now, what you're going to be doing at the beginning, see, people don't always write back to you. You have to decide, is the person someone that you want to talk to? Let's come over here. And we'll bring up Melanie's profile. Okay, so all right, so here you want your name. All right. All right, so what you want to do, Melanie, here, let's look at this. "35 years of health and fitness." Um, all right. All right, so Melanie, let me ask you a question. You're working with Bob Bukowski, and so on one hand, you've got your organo business,
Yes.
and on the other hand, you're a certified health and wellness coach. Now, how long have you been doing that for 10 years?
Yes.
Okay. And so you're going to want to have two different entries here. Tell you what. Now, what do you charge people for your wellness coaching?
It depends on how long they go for. So the Diabetes Undone is a 2-month program, and then I have a 4-month program.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, I said I have the Diabetes Undone, and then I have a 4-month program. But I'm actually just revamping everything because I was the sales manager with Cellcore, so I was only health coaching part-time. So now I'm full-time, with health coaching and then putting in the organo business. So this all just happened within the last month.
Okay. So, but your 4-month coaching program, what do you charge?
It's $19.97.
Just under 2,000.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So, where are you in the organo business?
I just started last month. I went to the second rank.
Okay. I tell you what, let me. Yeah. Are you available at 12:30?
Yes.
I'm on the East Coast, so are we on the same time?
Yes.
Okay. Let me put you on. And let me just check. I'll give you a call. And so your phone number ends in 9437?
Yes.
All right. I'll be calling from area code 561, and my number ends in 0007. So you'll recognize it. I'll give you a call and give you some pointers.
Okay.
All right, because yeah, you just need to move some things around, and when you read, and the big thing that you want to change or you want to alter is going to be this right here. This is where you want to dazzle people with your level of professionalism, and you want to be reaching out to people that you know in advance need what you have.
Yeah.
And when you do it, we call it for years I've been calling it the chameleon effect, because you want to become the person that the person you're talking to would want to know.
Right.
And when you do that, number one, you'll get greater acceptances. And what you're looking for is when you come up here, and let's say, because of your experience, you have, for example, flight attendant. You could go up here and you could search for people that, and you could do it one of two ways. You could do it by airline. How many flight attendants are on LinkedIn? You got 465,000. Now you can come up here. Flight attendants looking for an opportunity. You got 3,000. Now we could come back and we could say, all right, that's one group. It doesn't mean you necessarily want to talk to these people, because there are other categories of people that might work better. So here's an experienced leader looking for a new opportunity. Might be worth checking out. But we can come back to your profile. Anything that you have history with. Now, what type of professionals do you normally like to coach? Do you have any particular preference?
Before I was working with men who were, like more like high-end businessmen that, their health had just really fallen apart. So they were on lots of medications and to do like lifestyle and
Yeah.
mindset.
Okay, probably the one area that you're definitely going to want to look at are going to be chiropractors.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of chiropractors with Cellcore. So I had 400 practitioners, nurse practitioners, chiropractors, naturopathic doctors, and a few medical doctors.
Okay, so I've got a strategy that, especially, because you're working with Bob Bukowski, we've got a strategy and a script where you can literally reach out to chiropractors left and right. And most of them are going to know something about network marketing ahead of time. But we've introduced, and actually we're introducing it tonight in the communication part of boot camp. It's a phenomenal tactic that makes any chiropractor that you're connected with want to know more about what you're doing. But for that matter, if we do chiropractor up here.
Yeah, see, my dad was a chiropractor, so that's why I'm really super comfortable with them. And I already went and talked to one of them up in like an hour away from me because there's a lot more chiropractors up there. And he was really interested in the business, but he was like, oh, he wants to separate it from his chiropractic and how exactly to set up the business part of it. So that's why I wanted to talk to Dr. Bob and see if he could give me some guidance in that area. Because obviously he doesn't have time to do like tastings and really present it to his people. And he doesn't carry any other supplements at this point or even products.
Well, there are different ways to handle that.
Right.
In fact, now, for example, Dr. she's a chiropractor. She's probably one of my favorite. Let me see if I got a history of it here. Or did she send it to me on Facebook? So she's one of my coaching students, and when I work with people in coaching, I go through and give them all the script. I just want to see. Okay, so yeah, it's all here. So I started working with her in January of 2020. And actually we started in November. So she sends me this. I got so many great prospects to talk to and not enough time. In December, your scripts and strategies were responsible for 9 enrollments while my entire family was battling COVID-19. Thank God we can build our business virtually. 2021 is going to be the year I go to executive director. So she sends me this in the end of January. I just want to make sure I didn't miss your top. Okay, retreat. February. I'm now a director 6. So she went from director 1 to director 6 in 2 months. And I got 3 directors on my team that are killing it. There's no one out there that teaches what you do. She's got an interesting story. I wish I'd listened to you a year ago. Just advanced in March. Now she's up to director 7. And she sent me this over the summer. So you go as far and as fast as you want to go. So I just wanted to check in. Been pretty good since our last coaching session. I'm still director 7, but I've enrolled 81 customers and I've earned $35,000 in my business. Top producer on our team that I'm with. And she's got an interesting story. I'll share that with you when we talk. When people ask me how I'm doing, they ask me all the time, I'm doing what you taught me to do. So I've helped 6 chiropractors and Isagenix become $1 million earners. And Bob is already a $1 million earner, but we're going to help him and members of his team really rank it up. So even though you're not a chiropractor, you have natural credibility with chiropractors. And you know, you're gonna end up, I mean, that's probably gonna be one of your go-to searches. But in any event, we'll talk about that when I give you a call. As for the rest of you, let me see who's here. Let me look up. And let me unmute Maria. So Maria, are you on LinkedIn? So if you are, you're, for all intents and purposes, invisible. At any event, I will be back at 4 o'clock this afternoon. For those of you that are in boot camp tonight at 9 o'clock, we're going to get into the whole communication process. We're going to show you how to decide who you want to talk to and who you want to avoid. The key and is to be selective about who you talk to. The more selective you are, the more successful you're going to be. So I will be back at 4. And tonight I have a special broadcast at 8 o'clock before boot camp, where we're going to talk about things that you can be doing to ensure that January is going to be an outrageous month. So until next time, best of luck in building your business, folks. God bless.